Hi, I'm Rosemary Howsam, and I'm back again to help you take full control of your life by choosing what you put at the end of your fork. There's power in what you put at the end of your fork. Now, I know that we don't like to talk about death and anything that's negative or illness and disease, but look, it's a fact of life. And where there's life, there's also death, and that's just the way it is. So, why don't we actually face what we're afraid of and look at it and see what we can learn from it? So let's talk about it. You know that you need to learn everything that you can about taking full control of your life when it comes to your healthcare because no one is coming to save you. I cannot stress that enough. We've been through a shutdown, a lockdown, and we experienced things that we never thought that we would experience in our lifetimes. But the one thing that we can all probably agree on, and that is that you have to be your own best advocate. And if you can't advocate for yourself, then you need to have somebody with you who can do that on your behalf. The reason why it's important to consider preventable chronic illnesses, or what doctors like to call lifestyle illnesses. We need to think about that because if we can prevent something that can get in the way of us enjoying our lives to the fullest, then why wouldn't we do that? When I check the stats to find out what kind of business life insurance had, what kind of profit did they make in 2022? In 2022, the life insurance business generated $1.4 trillion with a T, trillion. $1.4 trillion is what you paid into in 2022 in the United States. Now that means that it's big business. Death is big business. Now I know we don't like to talk about death and we don't like to talk about dying and disease, but we need to actually arm ourselves with the information that we need to be our own heroes. You are your best advocate. And as I said, if you can't advocate for yourself, then you need to have somebody that you trust to advocate on your behalf if you're ever incapacitated. With preventable illnesses like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, and overweight obesity, we can actually do a lot more to save ourselves than we think. The power is what you put at the end of your fork. It is so simple. But there are some other things that we need to know, and that is, in addition to the $1.4 trillion that life insurance made last year, let's take a look at what the funeral business did. Now, the funeral business did really well too. $19 billion in the United States in 2022. Now, of course, we know people die and people die all the time. The thing to keep in mind, though, that you can have a better quality of life if you take care of preventable illnesses by what you eat and what kind of lifestyle that you lead. Did you know also that when it comes to life insurance, that they have professional people on hand who can predict how quickly you're going to die, how soon you're going to die? Remember, you know those pesky little medicals that they ask you for? Well, a lot of that has to do with testing to see what kind of issues that you have, or maybe generational issues, medical issues that could lead to your earlier death, and then make the life insurance cash in quicker or make your premiums a lot higher so that they can again cash in on your back. So it's worth it to think about what we can do to make sure that we're living quality lives and living free. A simple thing is we have to have the right food to fuel us. We have to exercise. We have to make sure that we're sleeping really well, getting good quality sleep. And we have to make sure that our minds are positive thinking and that we are having the time to think, meditate, pray, and just relax. All of these work together because when you go back to all of the medications that are needed to support your lifestyle illness, it's staggering. And the side effects are even worse that nobody tells you about. Did you know that high blood pressure can affect your sexual function? And if it's affecting your sexual function in a negative way, then what is that doing to your relationship? How many married couples are just living like roommates because one of them has high blood pressure or both of them have high blood pressure, and therefore it's affecting their ability to be physical and intimate with their partner? We have to do better, and we can. It's all about taking one step at a time, literally and figuratively, through exercise and also through eating right. We cannot do enough to make sure that we're taking care of our health. And it's very interesting that we lead these lives of going after what we want or working a 9 to 5, being an entrepreneur or a business owner. And yet we take so much time for other things that we tend to forget about our own self-care. And as I've said before, self-care goes a lot further than massage and meditation. It's about regenerating and restoring and rejuvenating you. If you're in a body that is not primed to give you optimal performance because it's overweight, it has high blood pressure, it has type 2 diabetes, then we need to do better, and we can. So this is not going to just be about, oh, you're not doing enough to be healthy. This is about just a wake-up call, a public service announcement to remind everyone, to remind all of us that we can take full control of our life back if we take the time to make sure that what we're fueling our bodies with, how we're moving our bodies, how we're resting our bodies, and how we're thinking can affect everything for the better. You can outdo your family medical history. It does not have to be your legacy. That is true. A lot of us think that just because our grandmother and our great grandmother and our father and our grandfather suffered from something, or diabetes, or, or, or having high cholesterol, or we're overweight, that we have to have that. We don't. So who wants to get on board and find out what other health freedom you can get through small steps to make your life better and the quality of your life and how you show up in the world? I'm Rosemary Howson. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share. And let me know down below, what are some more things you want to know about how to not die too early with preventable illnesses? Let me know. Until next time, I'll see you. Have a great one. To your good health.